teams now want their colleagues who are legislators in the National Assembly to move a motion seeking to have the committee recognized in law in a bid to ensure their recommendations are legally binding. Now, the talks officially kicked off today at the Bomas of Kenya after the two factions named their technical committees that will aid in ensuring the talks are successful. Stanley Lugaria files the following story.
Day 2 of the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza coalition bipartisan talks seems to have bore fruits after the two factions through the secretariat had a successful meeting and together agreed that the topical issues raised by both sides be raised and passed into law at the bicameral house to make the dialogue legally bound.
Said as we agreed last week, we were to reconvene this morning, and that's why we are now here. We are beginning with an introduction of our two technical teams from both the Kenya Kwanza Coalition and the Azimio One Kenya Alliance, whom we have just introduced. And this is a team that will be backing us up in the dialogue team. We shall be briefing them as much as we have individually briefed our teams. We now want to brief them on what our expectations as a team are to help us realize the objectives that we have out of this dialogue team in the quickest time possible.
Activists who made it at the Bomas have, however, presented a different mind on the process, insisting that the process should be public-driven rather than the current politically fronted. Led by Olo Gore of the Interface Community Help Desk, the lobbyists claim that the whole dialogue process should be conducted differently from the current norm, which usually is leaders-oriented.
What came to our mind is that normally in this country, it seems like it is the leaders who decide on what the voters can do on their behalf, but not the people giving out their views to the leaders in order to implement. So the reason as to why we came out with this is that the leaders who are just behind us here, they wrote their proposals and they are saying that this is what we need on the talks. But they're not giving it to the people to say that it is us, the people who voted for you, and this is what we need.